mid-video neck control.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jack here. Now, about half an hour ago, I got off a Zoom call which had a few other different entrepreneurs in it. Okay, different business people and quite successful business people. This ranged from people making, let's say, on the lower end, maybe 20k a month, 30k a month, 40k a month, up to entrepreneurs making, say, 150k a month, 200k a month in their businesses. And as I got off that call, I really thought to myself how powerful it is to be surrounded by, one, people who are moving in the same direction as you want to head in, two, people who are doing better than you, but three, how important your surroundings are. Right now, on that call, we spoke about various different things, and I don't like this word, but you could call it, say, like a mastermind. We meet up every week and we talk about different topics, things in our businesses, and we help each other out in different areas. Some of us are better than others in certain areas, and vice versa. So we help each other out, and I learn a lot on these calls, right? Now, one thing that, again, I really just reminded myself as I got on that call is how powerful it is to be surrounded by those kinds of people. And more importantly, how your surroundings affect, or how your surroundings determine your success. It's probably going to be the title of this video. How your surroundings determine your success. So, as I got off this call, I just sat there and thought, well, actually, not only did I have such a good time, but every time I get off these calls, I feel more energized. I learn something, and I come out of it with a different perspective on something, whether it's parts of my life, whether it's parts of my business. I come off those calls and I've improved in some way, in one way or another. And that's the effect of my surroundings, right? Now, I want to really talk about my past surroundings and, more importantly, how your past surroundings may either have affected you or are affecting you in this point in time, or your current surroundings as well, right? So, really, when I was growing up, I was very, very lucky in the sense that both my parents created a good surrounding for me. But the town I used to live in far north Queensland, in a place called Mackay. And that surrounding for me, being in far north Queensland, it's just sort of that small town mentality. And it had nothing to do, like, the people who live there, it's not their fault. It just happens in a lot of smaller towns. A lot more people are closed-minded. A lot more people only know about their town that they're in, and the scope of what they know outside of that town, or even just, let's say, outside of Australia, their perspectives aren't that big, right? So it's not their fault. It's just the way that they were brought up, and that's how small towns are. But growing up, a lot of people that I was surrounded by had a very limited outlook on things, had a very limited mindset. They weren't really business driven. They weren't really success driven. So yes, everyone wanted money, everyone wanted to be successful, but when someone would succeed, they would first off look to tear them down, even though if it was subconsciously, and they would look to undermine their achievements and also just sort of crack a joke at it. And a lot of people say, well, it's a good Aussie humor. But if you're someone who's trying to grow, if you're someone who wants to look and really push the boundaries of what you can do, it's not the best environment. So that was my first sort of experience with my surroundings. Again, I was lucky enough that my parents have always been, I've had a good upbringing in that sense, where they've always pushed me to do as much as I can and pushed me to do more with my life, right? But outside of that, people that I was surrounded, friends in school, people that I was surrounded by in that town, even after leaving school, it was that small mindset. So that was my first experience, and it really made me appreciate, one, my parents, right, my immediate family, of having a good surrounding. But it made me realize the importance of, and the differences of bad surroundings and good surroundings, right, and how they can affect you. So as I grew up, eventually I moved from Mackay. Let's say about 5 or 6 years ago, I moved to Brisbane in Queensland here, and main reason of doing so is because I'd lived in Mackay all my life for the first 23 years of my life, and I had felt like I'd outgrown that place for what I wanted to do, right? It was a mining town, so if you were in mining or if you're in that kind of industry, the growth there is, you can grow there and you can do what you like there. And I didn't think I was better than anyone else. I just thought, look, I've outgrown, I want to get into online business, I want to grow this online business and the online businesses I have. This place just doesn't advocate for that, right? It doesn't suit what I want to do. So I felt like I outgrew that. When I realized I was moving into a bigger city in Australia here, it was more open-minded, right? People are looking to start businesses. People are looking at developing their skills, doing online stuff, and really suited more what I wanted to do. But more than anything, it really taught me the importance of your surroundings. So here's where I'm coming to this point. If you are really stuck right now and you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, right? You feel like you're on that hamster wheel, or maybe you just feel like you don't know how to get out of your current situation, one of the first things you should look at, what I suggest you look at, is your surroundings, okay? Maybe you have friends that, yes, they might be good mates, but they might be dragging you down, okay? 2, maybe it could be your co-workers. Maybe it could potentially be your family, maybe your parents, maybe just people that you hang around with. Take a close look at who those people are, at what your surroundings are, and think of it this way. Every time you're around these people, do you come out of those conversations, or after you hang out with these people, do you come out of it in a better headspace, in a better mental space, or in a worse mental space? Right. Now, I'm not talking about, we have a good time and, it's really fun and whatever. Maybe you might get drunk with them and you're just joking around and having fun. I'm not talking about that, because I think it's always good to have friendships where they allow you to just be yourself and you have fun, right? But I'm talking about the majority of the people around you. Are they allowing you to grow as a person? That's what I mean by your surroundings. If you're someone who is actively trying to grow, actively trying to get better, let's just say in terms of health, in terms of relationships, in terms of financial, in terms of growing a business or starting a business, do your surroundings allow you to do that? If the answer is no, maybe you need to look at changing your surroundings. And maybe changing your surroundings might mean just limiting. Now, a lot of people say just cut them off completely, right? I like the idea of just limiting time with those people, because I don't really like the idea of just saying, see you later, you're no good for me anymore, unless they're very, very damaging, right? Then in that case, okay, maybe you need to cut them off. But I think it's good to just limit time with those people, okay? You don't have to just say, see you later, I'm no longer your friend, or you're no longer in my life, or anything like that. Just limit that time with those people. But look at those surroundings, okay? Look at your surroundings right now and say, okay, look at the people who you hang out with that give a positive impact, that actually push you, congratulate you when you do something good, right? And they genuinely have your back. And the people who don't, those surroundings, just limit that time with them. Or if you have to, cut off that part of your life, right? Because at the end of the day, your surroundings will always determine your success. And obviously, there's a saying that goes around that's been going around for a long, long time now. It's like you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around. And I used to not believe that. I thought it was bullshit. I thought, look, it doesn't matter how the people around me are. I can always, do what I want to do and come out on top. But it just makes it that much harder, I found. It makes it almost not impossible, but it makes it so hard to do if you are the 5th person. Those 4 people that you're hanging out with do not align with what you want to do. They're not looking to push you to grow. They're not looking to really do anything with their lives, right? If they are really dragging you down that much, then it's going to be very hard for you to grow. So it's so important. Your surroundings are so important to your success, your health, your wellness, just your well-being in general, your mental state. It's all very important, okay? So if you're struggling with this, you might be thinking, okay, how do I fix my surroundings, okay? I don't know anyone that wants to start a business. So I don't know anyone, that I've known from school, or my friends, my family. I don't have anyone around me. So how do I start looking for these people? How do I start changing my surroundings? I've got a few options here for you. Basically, all of them I have done to some extent, and really how I go about things these days. So first and foremost, the first thing I learned, because I came from a place, again, that was very hard. Like, majority of people that I grew up with, they didn't have the right mindset towards what I wanted to do. We just didn't align in that sense, right? So it was very hard for me. And when I moved to Brisbane, it's not like I really knew many people here. So it was very hard for me to branch out and change my surroundings. So one thing I did is I paid for entry. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by paying for entry? Pay to have access to the people that you want to learn from. Okay, so for instance, what I mentioned earlier, that I guess you call it mastermind. I don't like that word again, but when I was around those entrepreneurs, okay, I paid to be there, right? And it's not like I paid a random person, okay? I paid someone who I very much trust and I very much have learned a lot from, right? I look up to in one way or another, right? But more importantly, basically who I paid to get in to that group with, right? The way that they think is something that I know is going to attract me and what I want to do, at least help what I want to do. Their way of thinking aligns with my way of thinking. It's just, for me, it's a growth mindset. And that's what I need at this point in my life. That's what I want. All right. So you can pay for entry. Okay. Usually it's not cheap, but you can pay for entry. Right. So that's one way. Now, if you're thinking, okay, well, look, I don't have money to invest and I don't really know who I can even pay. There's two other ways you can do this. So one, you can seek out individuals, and another, you can seek out communities. So what do I mean by this? So let's say in terms of individuals, maybe it might be someone you follow on social media. Okay, maybe let's just say if you're into running or cycling or playing a sport or something where that hobby is good for you, seek out communities that do that same thing. So let's say, for instance, running. Maybe you have Facebook groups that you can find. Maybe there are just people that you know that can introduce you to other people that are in these running groups. So maybe you join a run club, or maybe just join this local group that do runs on the weekend, right? You enjoy running, get involved with those people. You will see night and day the difference. Like you will just see it night and day, this difference of your surroundings, okay? So if right now you're hanging out with people that you know are not good for you, you will see the difference if you start hanging out with people that are doing the things that you want to do, or at least basically doing the things that you're doing currently, right? And they have that same mindset as you, or you're looking to grow and you are hanging out with other people and your surroundings are with other people who also want to grow. You will see the difference almost immediately, right? In the way you feel, your energy, your mindset, and funnily enough, you will grow effortlessly. Okay, so here's the thing with seeking out individuals and seeking out communities. Okay, some of you might think, well, how am I even going to get a response? Like if I want to talk to these people, they're not going to know who I am. How do I reach out to people and how do I get responses from them? How do I get involved with these groups, right? So what I would suggest is, instead of just saying, hey, I want to get to know you and blah, 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 I think you're really cool, or something like that, or hey, I want to join this group because I think it'll be really good for me. A lot of the time, what you're going to have to do is have some kind of value exchange. So this is if you're not paying them. If you're not paying them, you need to have some kind of value exchange or give value first, okay? So if you want to talk to a particular person or be in a particular group and you're not going to pay them, give them something that is valuable to them first. So lead with value, okay? And don't make it all about yourself. That to them is like, okay, well, this person's serious, okay? They have something that can help us, okay? Well, we have something that can help you, right? That's how you got to think about it, okay? So that is what I would suggest. Now, just as a kind of end note to this, what does this mean by the end of it? Like, why are we doing all this? And I'll tell you why I did it. I wanted to improve my life. I wanted to improve my health. I wanted to improve my mental state, my mental clarity. I wanted to improve in business and be a more competent business owner, right? And that's why I have done these things. That's why I've paid for this kind of access to different people and really change my surroundings. So what does that look like in terms of actual, results, right? So for me, the first time I did this and I got serious about this was really at the start of last year, the start of 2024. Or even at the end of 2023, I started really paying larger sums of money to get involved with people who were better than me at certain topics, who knew a lot more than me, who really seemed like they had a lot more things figured out than what I did. Now, what happened? In 2024, I had basically the biggest growth in my business that I have ever had since starting any online business, basically back in, say, 2016, 2017. right? And that growth, while it didn't happen really straight away, it happened over time. And what I've noticed is that the more money I invest into, say, things like mentors and these really is masterminds and access to people who know more than me about the stuff and who I can get involved with, anything that allows me to change my surroundings, anything that allows me to be in the space of people who are better than me, people who are living the life that I want to live or doing what I want to do. Anytime I've invested money into that, I've never gone backwards. Okay, even if I don't get a direct correlation between how much I spend and how much I make, right? One of the first main mentors I invested in, I spent $12K on. I spent $12K, and that was actually with help with dropshipping. That was to help with Facebook ads as well, really scaling a dropshipping business. Now, I didn't make that money back with dropshipping, but what that allowed me to do was, one, I learned a fuck ton about Facebook ads, so much. So I contribute a lot of my advertisement success and my marketing at the beginning to that, but also that opened my mind up to me letting go of that money and giving that to someone else, and opening my mind to what was possible, right? So I was committed. I gave someone $12K. It was for a month. It was only for a month worth of say mentorship and help. You bet I was committed. I was showing up to every one of those calls and doing what this person said, right? So it opened my mind up a lot, but then it also gave me an insight and really, mainly gave me an insight into what was working for them and just the way that they thought. Because this was a person that was doing huge numbers with dropshipping. Like I'm talking, I think last year they did like 6 mil in revenue just from their dropshipping businesses alone, right? So that's what I learned, is that, okay, the fastest way is to pay, okay? But more importantly, you just need to find some way to change your surroundings. That is ultimately going to change or determine your success, okay? So if you get anything from this video, if you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to do, who have an open mindset and are willing to, who want to grow themselves, right? And who align with the way that you think, okay? So not just about getting into groups or just talking to individuals, okay? I always highly recommend things like mentors. I always highly recommend, if you can, pay to have access to this, because then you're going to be more committed as well, right? But it's huge. Your surroundings are huge, okay? So if you get anything from this video, if you feel stuck right now, maybe list down the people that you hang out with on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis, and just make 2 columns. Make one with good vibes, or one with, after you hang out with them, do you feel good? Or after you hang out with them, do you feel bad? Okay? Do you feel comfortable talking about your business or what you want to do with these people? And maybe you don't feel good about talking about this stuff with them, okay? List those people down in each column, and then have a look at it and say, okay, maybe I need to limit my time with these people. Maybe you need to cut some of these people off in this column. These people, if you're lucky enough to have these people in your life, spend more time with them and make the most out of it, okay? That's all I've got for this video. I hope this video helped, and I hope you enjoy the setup. I've got a light shining right in my eyes, but I hope you enjoy the setup. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one.